Hey guys, it's Tuesday, it's October 15th, 2024, and today's going to be a real easy and simple day. I'm going to do my 3 sets of pull-ups, 3 reps, 2 reps, 1 rep. I'm on day 2 of a new cycle. I will hopefully work my way up to 12, maybe even an attempt at 13. We'll see. I'm happy that 2 cycles in a row I got 12. First cycle, barely got much in over. Second cycle, I got it all the way over. So, easy pull-ups, just working my way up. 3, 2, 1, and then burpees. Gonna do 25 or 50 2 pumps, depending on what I feel like doing. Nothing planned yet. I just know I'm gonna do 2 pumps. I know it's gonna be a minimum of 25 reps, and that's it. So it shouldn't take too long. Why am I still doing videos of me only doing 25 2 pumps? I don't know. But I like documenting what I'm doing. I used to, or I still do actually, keep track of it in a notebook. I used to do an online journal, now it's just a notebook. And I do this. Hopefully, if anyone stumbles across it, it is just a demonstration for right now, a minimalist routine. Again, I'm diving back into kettlebell sport. So far it's going pretty well, except for a sore back. But to be fair, I had the sore back before I started doing this. Right now the sore back feels more like it's been 3 years since I've done kettlebells on a serious regular basis. So that's to be expected. I worked up to a 3-minute set with the 12 kilograms yesterday. I'm going to stick with the 12s for a while, hopefully, and then make my jump up to the 16s, the yellow bells, which will be my competition weight, even if the competition is just my own made up. You know, pick a day, this day I'm going to go for this many reps. Alright, anyway, let's get started, guys. I'm rambling on about nothing. Just 3 pull-ups. Reps. Take about a minute. So yes, it was pull-ups. 3 minutes at a long cycle with 12 kilograms. 2 kettlebells. Doing long cycle, which is the clean and jerk. When I start light, I want to get my forearm back as well. You know, light. It used to be, for me, a light set would be the 20s, definitely the 16s. The day after my first 24-hour race, I did a 10-minute set with 16 kilograms. I think I might have did 60 or 70 reps. They're going to feel heavier to me now because it's been so far away, because I've mainly done body weight stuff. Lost a certain degree of strength as applied to kettlebells. You know, still fit, still strong because I've done a lot of high rep burpees. 2 reps, guys. But of course, burpee strength doesn't necessarily equate to kettlebell strength. However, kettlebell strength, especially kettlebell sport training strength, really did incorporate very nicely into burpees, as well as ultra running. Ultra running was pretty seamless, going from kettlebell sport training where my running was, I ran almost every day. I ran after I trained, but really just for like 20 minutes, a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles. And then once a week I did a longer run, which was maybe 3 miles. But it was meant to supplement my kettlebell training. When I started ultra running, I just noticed the shape I was in from the kettlebell sport training made running pretty easy and effortless. It was just a matter of getting used to time on my feet, which takes time. 1 rep. Pull-ups are done. I'm really tempted to, I used to train every day, kettlebell sport. I'm going to try to keep training every day, but not specifically for the kettlebells. Meaning that 3 days a week, when I train long cycle, I was going to do sets. I was going to do 2 days a week, 2 shorter sets, 1 day a week of a longer set. But right now, at least, it makes better sense for me to do just 1 money set each workout of my long cycle. It's the way I used to train. I used to do it every day though. Alright. Start in 10 seconds. Nasal breathing. 2 pumps. However long it takes. I'm not going to go for a fast pace. about 5.5 minutes, I think. Maybe 6. Definitely feeling my chest and shoulders. The combination of long cycle and dips. As well as burpees. All right. How often, you hear me often, very often, talk about forgiveness. And occasionally I talk about forgiveness of the body. Here's a definition, not the definition, but a definition, has brought forgiveness, has brought to us from A Course in Miracles, which is really dealing with the present moment. That the one wholly true thing that one can say about the past is that it's not here. The past isn't here. It exists as a memory, which is a thought, and nothing more than a thought. Invested with belief, invested with faith that this is absolutely the way things happen, but still just a thought. I keep that in mind in my own practice of forgiveness, in everything. And it truly is a practice. It is not something that we finish. We look back on our life and think, well, that's done. Everything's forgiven. Maybe you'll get there. Who knows? But the objective isn't to arrive. It's to just continuously do so. Because it's much the same as repeating the mantra in meditation. The mantra is silence. The mantra is just a vibrational frequency. Nothing more. So when we repeat the mantra, we're meditating. That's it. You don't need to empty your mind of thought. You have a thought, you replace it with the thought of the mantra. Somewhere in the action of doing that, you fall into the gap. The gap is that space in between thoughts, the space between words. It is the ever-present space that is simply the allowance of things to appear. We notice it when it seems to be in a between state. So it's the same with forgiveness. Forgiveness is the destination. It gives us freedom in the moment that we're forgiving, not afterwards. It isn't something we forgive and now I'm at peace. We are at peace when we forgive. So the reason I bring this up, the reason why I equate it with that quote on the past, is that I'm forgiving myself for the things I used to be able to do. I'm forgiving myself judging my body as being incapable of doing what I used to do. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be able to do the things that I used to do. It has to do what it can do now. Can I find joy in that which I am doing right now? There's the essence of forgiveness. Finding joy in the moment. Free of the constraints of the past. However, that doesn't mean that we lose the awareness and the discernment that I know what has occurred. I'm wiser. Hopefully I won't make the same mistakes that I made in the past. With that discernment brought to the moment, I shouldn't. I'm also free of the past as long as I recognize that it's just a thought. It is a persistent thought, as Einstein said about time and space. It's an illusion, albeit a persistent illusion. My judgment towards my body now is a judgment based upon the past. All I have to do, realize it. Don't need to change it, don't need to fight it. I just see through it. And that gives me the freedom, as well as the joy, to do whatever I do. And it might be just, maybe I never get any higher than 12 kilograms on my long cycle. I can say with some assurance, I probably won't get up to the 32s again. Unless I devoted myself to some serious strength training, which means I'd join a gym, change my entire approach. It means I'd have to lay off everything for a couple months to get my back to 100%. I'd have to deal with my back being troublesome as I train heavy. This doesn't seem worth it. If I end up staying with the 12s, I should get to the 20s. And I imagine that I'll get to the 16s. And I imagine that I might be able to do some 5-minute sets with the 20s, maybe even do some reps with the 24s. That's good enough for me. It's more than good enough. It will be, if it happens, it will be what I'm able to do in the moment. And I can accept that. Guys, take care.